Alright, welcome everyone. Welcome to this brand new series that I'm starting. It is Avorion, as you can see. So Avorion is a voxel-based sandbox space simulation sort of game. I haven't got too much experience with the game, but I have played the game before. But it has undergone quite a lot of updates since I've played the game, and as you can see, we are in the beta branch, which means there might be crashes, etc. I don't think anything too drastic will happen because we can always revert. I'll make sure to keep backups of our saves, etc. This is the current beta that we are in, but I'm fairly certain the version we have right now is very stable, so it should be good to go. So we are doing a clean slate start, and by the way, my name is Q, or Quasar, as some people will call me, and welcome to my channel. This is going straight to YouTube. I am very new to making YouTube videos and things like that, so I hope you guys enjoy, and if you do, please show your support. I know I don't have many subscribers, and that's okay with me. You know, I just want to have a clean sort of game channel sort of thing where I can have fun and, you know, do my own thing and not be pressured by likes and dislikes, etc. Anyways, let's get straight into it. So you have your little main menu over here. This I think I'm going to go into settings first. You know, for any of you that want to play along, you can probably go for that. So here you can see everything that I have, checked and not checked, etc. Yeah, I can't remember the last time that I fiddled around with these settings, so forgive me. It's basically like I'm a new player to the game. I'll be going through everything with you guys anyways. So, is there a back button? Can we go back, or do we just go back to settings? So game, video, here's the video settings, and I'm going to be aiming to have these videos go from about 20 to 30 minutes an episode, and also the videos might be, you know, 2 at a time or 3 at a time before I get to see any comments or anything like that, so just so you're aware, but I will let you know in the next video if I have recorded straight after this one or not, so don't worry about that. Okay, so here we have all of this. Okay, sound, these are the sound settings at the moment. I'm still going to be playing around with all of this, just because I'm not too sure how loud or how soft things are, and I'll only be able to see that, you know, once the video is done editing. Controls, oops, I think I double clicked on something there. Key bindings. Okay, so there's mouse sensitivity, invert the mouse, I don't want that. Enter strategy mode by zooming. That is actually something I do want, or maybe not. Okay, we'll see how we go. I mean, these settings are going to change, and if I do change anything, I will let you know. Key bindings. I would like to play this series in keyboard steering mode, which is a little bit different to what I've played in the past, and I've heard on, or I've seen on some of the forums that some people enjoy playing in this mode, so I think it'll be interesting relearning all of this. So turn up is spacebar. Okay, so it is going to take us a little while to get used to the controls when we jump in. That's fine, because there are tutorials, I'm sure. And then mods, we are not running any mods. Cool. And then you have the credits to the game. Please do check out the social media as well for the developers, because they are always working on this game and it is great. And we don't want to exit the game either. Cool. So, fresh start. New world. Let's name this world Avorion. Now it's a cube-based game, but there are, you know, I mean, you can make slopes and things like that, and you guys will see that when we get started. The name, what should we name this? We can name this something like just something weird. Jurgon. How about that? So the galaxy is called the Jurgon Galaxy. I have no idea what Jurgon means, but it sounds cool. So there you go. The seed, I'm gonna make it something easy, just in case anyone wants to follow along. We'll make it 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Difficulty, we'll keep that on normal, because I don't want to go too easy, and I know that some of these are crazy, so yeah. And then collision damage, I definitely want to put this down to maybe 0.5, just because I know the collision damage can be very brutal. You know, sometimes you'll just touch an asteroid or another ship and you'll explode. Now, like I said, it has been a while since I've played this game, so that might have changed. Creative mode, we don't want that. Okay, cool. Let's start our game. And in the local tips, which are really handy, and can help as you go. So yeah, I'm gonna do my best as of the game, etc. Like this. Okay, so this is a new tutorial here. Boarding, cloning, and academy. Cloning? And boarding. I remember boarding was something that wasn't in the game, so this is cool. Okay. Cloning pods. A bit more on that later. Okay. So, okay, boarding, cloning academy. Yep. So they're going to take us through this boarding tutorial, but I don't think we really need that right now, because I'm pretty sure that will only use, yeah. You need a fighter bay on your ship to get that going. Ooh, boarding fights. Security crew. Okay, so now we actually have to purchase security for our defense with some weapon system. Interesting. First line of defense when beaten, defense weapons get destroyed. Nice. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so I guess this is our ship. We start off in this little drone, and this is also, it's not going to be a tutorial, so I'm not going to like do my best to explain each and every little thing to you guys, like what mouse I'm clicking, you know, what mouse button I'm clicking, etc. Okay, so W will put our throttle up. Okay, and it'll keep it at whatever throttle we set. That's interesting. Do the dampeners work? Okay, dampeners still work. If I press shift, I will pivot down. If I press space, I'll pivot up. So A and D, turn the ship. This is probably a little bit disorienting for you guys, but just bear with me. Like I said, this is my first video while playing games. Okay, cool. So if we mouse over things, we can see how far they are. Let's find the closest iron deposit here. I guess lining up is going to be the hard part, because if we want to found a ship, yeah, it's going to cost us 500 iron, and we have 0 of anything. We've got 10,000 credits, which is good. Where is the nearest? Okay, so here's the nearest one. And I guess we can go down like that, and maybe point a little bit to the side here, just in case we smack into the thing. Cool. And I think control is boost. Yeah. Okay. So we're close enough now. I'm going to put the brakes on, and we can start mining this asteroid away. Awesome. It's working great. So this control scheme is very different from what I'm used to, and it's going to take some getting used to. I kind of like it though. The fact that your ship stays stationary and we can zoom out, see how tiny we are, and we can look around, and you know, it's kind of cool. Okay, so we've got some iron. How much did we get? Let's press. How do we see? Tab. tab cycles through. Do we just found a ship? Okay. Okay, so we don't have enough yet. Let's find the next iron deposit. There's one that's 4.8 k's away. Are there any more? Okay, so I guess we're going to that one. How far is that one? 4.5, 6.8. Okay. So let's head in this direction. It's middle mouse to select it. Line us up. Now I know playing the game in this control scheme is going to make the game that much harder. What is that? That's new. New offer. Buy a reconstruction token and get your ship repaired for free. Okay, that's definitely new. I don't think stations ever used to have that kind of... Can I talk to him? Just F. Greetings. Bulletin board. That's not what we're after. I've got to keep an eye on this guy as well. Repair dock, trade goods. Oh. Aha, I see. Okay. So it's basically a respawn point. But it looks like we need tokens to keep our ship or something. Alright. Let's put on the brakes. And yeah, at the bottom right there you can see how much iron we're getting. These lasers are pretty strong. They're eating this iron like it's nothing. Alright, so we've got 500 iron. But I know for a fact we're going to need more than that, because it costs 500 to just found a ship. So we're going to need, I don't know, probably 1,000 or 2,000. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Let's boost over. So that's 300 meters a second is the fastest we can go. And if we put on the brakes, yeah, okay. Put on the brakes here. Yeah, so the other control scheme will basically just allow us to look in the general direction that our mouse is facing, and I'm pretty sure the throttle control is not locked the same way it is in this mode. Let's get both lasers firing. Oh wow, this is a pretty big asteroid. Oh, yeah. That's good. Nice. Okay, almost done. Good to found our first ship. Now I don't suggest founding, I don't suggest making like your iron ship the best ship ever, so don't go too nuts. Just make sure that you've got enough to, you know, found a ship that's good enough so you can go get titanium, and I think titanium is where you start to get the better stuff. I can't remember exactly. Ooh. Slow down. Okay. Let's get this guy. I know this is kind of boring watching the mining process, but oh well. It's gotta be done, you know. It's a big part of the game, actually. All the mining. So these lasers, I think, are doing a lot of damage. They're eating through the iron really quickly, but I'm pretty sure they have a low efficiency rating, which means we get less iron for the amount in an asteroid. So yeah, I think because we don't have a scanner, it's probably not showing us the total amount of iron that is in this asteroid, but once we get our first ship up and running, we should be okay. We can always go through the tutorial, but I forget how to do that. It might be up in the top right of the screen. I'm pretty sure it's somewhere there. Let's have a look. Ooh. Okay, don't hold control. It's gonna move the ship. Report a bug. Tutorial. Yeah, so we can always go through the tutorial, you know, whenever we feel like it. So how much iron do we have now? Player menu. We have 3,000. I think that should be good enough. Just to get our first ship up and running. Let's see. So yeah, some stations also, sorry, I keep jumping around. Will have these little exclamation marks, which are like missions for you. But early game, they're not going to be too useful to us. What is the? It's I, the quick menu. Okay, so fleet. We don't have any fleet. We've got 2 different types of turrets in our inventory. One is chain gun and one is mining turret. Building, diplomacy. So we only know the Gummu. The Gummu? And we have relations of excellent. And we can declare war on them. Oh cool, this is all new to me. So they have traits, aggressive somewhat. They tend to send more reinforcements when supporting allies. Ooh. Very careful. Wow, okay. So this is all brand new to me. This is great. I love min-maxing in games. So that's going to be encyclopedia. I think this is new as well. Ooh, those are cool ships. Ooh, we should build something like that. This is where you'll find information on a lot of Avorion's features. Simply select the category. Oh, that's so cool. Okay. So I think that's new. Okay. Alright, let's go out of that. Also, I think it would be best if we found our first ship closer to a station. Oop, because we need to buy crew. So let's go over here. It's about 14 kilometers away. 15, whatever. Frigate. Okay. So this is our starting home faction. So if I press M, this is our home base, I guess. There's a little home house symbol over there. And you can see we can warp about 2 block spaces away, or we can take these gates, the lines that are going off, and all these green dots are energy signals that we haven't found yet. And I'm pretty sure we will get our first what's it called? Our first sensor upgrade thing for our ship when we warp for the first time. So yeah, let's just see what you've got. Trade equipment. Can we not buy crew here? Or do we need a ship to buy crew? Oh, what is this? Giant asteroid. Ooh! There is a giant unclaimed asteroid over here. We can actually make a lot of money from these. I'm surprised. I don't think I've ever had one in my starting universe. In the starting sector. So this is great. All we gotta do is fly up to it, right? And make some money. I think 200 meters will be the distance. Alright, let's slow down. Yep, interact. Claim. and then interact again. We can found a mine, but it's way too early game for that, or we can sell the asteroid. So we can sell the asteroid to a neighboring faction and gain reputation, but it will sell for less, or we can sell it to a faction that we already have good relations with for more money. I'm not too worried about the neighboring factions at the moment, because yeah, I don't think it'll matter in the beginning too much, so we'll go for the money, because money's definitely needed more than anything. And then we'll fly towards this station here, and this is the equipment dock, so this is where you buy upgrades and things like that. So yeah, I think this is far enough. Let's just slow down here and go found a ship. Okay, what is our first little ship gonna be called? Let's call him Junk Pile. Oops, if I can spell. Junk Pile. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, acceleration is low. Okay, I don't really need this tutorial. Shipwreck construction token. Oh, we get one for free. Okay, cool. So we start out as a little block with nothing. But if we press B, we enter the build menu, and you can see the direction that we need to build in by these arrows. I think there's one up, down, and left and right of us. So shouldn't be too difficult. Okay, so this is just a whole block, and I would like to swap this block out for maybe a crew quarter or a cargo. We don't. Do we need cargo bay? Yeah, we might need cargo bay. Let's swap this out for cargo bay. Cool. So this is now cargo bay. And if I press this plus over here, you can actually see the full list of random things that I've built or made. So these are copied in. This is the inventory, and this is the building blocks. So you can. This is the current one that it's in. If we want to see more of the building blocks, that's that one. More of inventory and more of copied. Let's go for the building blocks for now. So if you go down, you'll see all of the resources. And you can also add them down here to the hotbar. But I don't really use the hotbar too much. I normally just open this straight away. Okay, so we've got cargo. I don't know if that's enough cargo, maybe we need more. So let's put another one, and I know if I hold W, I can add another one there. And another one there. Cool. And all three of these are separate blocks, right? They all hold their own amount of health. But what we can do is we can select all these blocks, right? And we can actually merge them. And this whole block will have more health now. I don't know where you can actually see the health. But, yeah. So, a bigger block that is solid will have more health overall. And then we can just stick a tiny engine on for now. Maybe stick 2 more. Cool. And then we'll need some crew quarters. How much crew quarters will we need? That's going to give us +4. So 12. And actually, I should show you guys this mirror X. So everything I do on the left or right side will be mirrored, which is great. Is that too much crew? Yeah, probably. And then thrusters. You get directional thrusters, which only do thrust on 2 sides. Okay. So if I put this down here like this, you'll see. Like that. And then you get basically omnidirectional thrusters, which have thrusters on all 6 sides. And it doesn't matter if the thrusters are being covered by other blocks, they will still work. So you can pack them inside different kinds of creations. So just put those there just to show you. It's very good to have some brake thrust, okay? So make a habit out of putting brake thrust on, okay? And these also put out the same amount of thrust as volume, okay? So currently these are two separate blocks, one each, putting out a maximum of 158. Oh jeez, it's difficult to show you, but if I merge these, now I can also hold control and select two instead of drawing a frame around them, and I can merge them, and that will put out more. No, it didn't actually mirror that. That's kind of weird. It should have. Oh, okay, it didn't mirror because let's delete that. Because I only selected those two, so I'll need to select. Oops. This is going to take some getting used to again. No, what am I doing? It's middle mouse to select and then merge. Okay, cool. So that's going to give us some pitch and yaw. Wait, pitch and yaw? Or roll? Sorry. Pitch and yaw is up and down, right? And it's also going to give us some, what's this one called? Like left and right. So what I want to do is hold R and maybe put some in the front as well. Oops. Cool. Just so we have better rotation kind of stuff. Cool, and this is probably too big as well. You can see we haven't actually used that much iron to build this so far, which is good. These iron and inertia dampeners are really good, but they require a lot of energy. And remember, the more thrusters and yeah, these directional thrusters and the big thrusters, engines, are gonna use up more energy, right? So we can hold 20 gigajoules. The current energy requirement is 241 megajoules, and we generate 500. Okay. For your first iron ship, I think you'll always only generate 500 until you start getting to titanium, where you can put on generators. So do your best not to go over that, or you're not going to be able to boost anywhere or do anything. Okay, so cargo bay. We've got a large cargo bay. We've got some engines, some thrusters. So I guess now we can put some shield or armor hull, right? Now armor hull is very heavy. Okay, it's gonna slow down your ship. It's gonna put a lot of weight on your ship, so be aware of that. Okay, I'm gonna place one there, and I'm gonna place another one. I might put, I think most of our attacking is gonna be happening from the sides and maybe the top, because our mouse is gonna be over here most of the time. The ship will be, you know, down here. So we'll put majority of the armor on top, but we'll still want some on the sides as well. Cool. And the bottom, not so much at the moment, just because this is the first iron ship, right? So let's put one in the front as well to protect this. I know this is kind of ugly. Our first ship's going to look quite ugly. It's more function over form, right? And you'll know it's armor because it's got the camo texture on it. Okay. Whereas if I use the blank hull, it will look like. Okay, so this is also interesting here. You'll see how it overlaps the grid. We can turn the grid size down. Right? I'm going to go 2.5, and that should be good to fit. So you'll see that's kind of like a blank looking block. And I want to put armor on the top. Not a lot, just enough to protect the vitals. not too worried about the cargo. More worried about the thrusters, because if our thrusters get shot off, we'll be sitting ducks. Now we can also put the scale step down so we can make this a lot thinner and lightweight. So it's more like lightweight armor. Right? So let's turn this around so we can. And also, if you want to focus, like this is out of focus at the moment, I can press F and it'll focus on that block. Cool. Let's put that just to the edges and maybe on the sides as well. Cool. Yep, not too shabby. And then stick one in the middle. Why not? Just keep that form factor going. So it looks like it kind of wraps around, you know, semi-protecting the ship. And then we can stick another one in here as well. Like that. Can I build? Yeah, you'll get this sometimes. This this block overlaps too much with another block. Don't worry about it. It's not going to stop the functionality of any of the blocks or anything. So you should be okay. Cool. And then we'll take a edge. Is that the right way around? Nope. Let's bring it out so I can see what I'm doing. Alright, that's what I want. And maybe that wide. Wait, how long is that? Oh, way too wide. And let's just edge it out. Maybe one more. Is that there? No, that looks kind of weird. Yeah, I don't know if you can tell, I'm not very good at building these ships. Okay, good enough. And then, just to complete that, let's put this one. Maybe along this edge. Aha! That's so blocky. But that's the point of the game, I guess. And then, just to be a weird perfectionist, we can make a little cool, I say cool, but yeah. Alright, so you'll also run into things like this, where you won't be able to get them too close or up against it like that. Again, it's just about getting the grid step down and, you know, putting it wherever you like it. So let's put two of them. Because that's still not working on the grid step that I want. Yeah, it's still overlapping over there. Let's put that back up, and then yeah, there we go. Look at that. And maybe make them a little bit wider. That looks kind of cool. A little bit of a lighting problem there, but that's okay. So let's see, what block has the most health? 23, 11, 11, 1. Oh, that's just normal health. 28. Okay, so these three panels here is probably where we're going to put our weapons then. Okay, or maybe even this one. Oh, yeah, 28. Okay, cool. So we definitely need a mining turret, so we can mine. Okay, and I might just put that right on top here. Why not? And I'll show you guys the stats, why not? So damage per second, 1.4, and efficiency only 13.2. So efficiency and the damage per second is mostly what you're looking at. And, oh, they're independent targeting. Oh, that's handy. Okay. Cool. So maybe we should go for 2 of them. So at first we're not going to focus on fighting at first. Let's put them both on here. Or okay, maybe I'm just going to stick them on the edges here for now. so they can shoot down a little bit, you know, on each corner. Cool. Yeah, that's not too bad. And they're on the blocks that have the most health, 28. Cool. So it's not likely that these will get shot off anytime soon. They can lose their own health as well, but you know, it's not a big deal. Cool. And that's it. That's all you really need for your first ship. I'm sure I could have made it a lot better than this, but it's the first ship, and really, yeah, you don't need anything fancy, to be honest. I'm gonna go match block, and I'm gonna make that small as scale step, bring that all the way down. There we go. This is kind of what I wanted. Boom. And then copy paste that. Put in there. Ooh, that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. Alright, yeah, I like that. Copy. So you can control C and control V as well, which is a great thing that they've added. Oh, nice. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. Cool. Alright, so that's how we'll know that's the top of our ship if we ever get disoriented. And voila. Yo, that only took how much iron? Okay, is there a way for us to see how much all of this cost? Select box by drawing the frame. No, there isn't. I'm sure there used to be. Ship menu. Okay, so crew, we're going to need 4 miners and 1 engineer. Systems. Ah, that's what I was talking about. The systems upgrade. So we only have 2 slots. But it'll tell you how much, what you need to unlock the next one. So this one says processing power of 128. So how do we get processing power? I can't remember. There's our processing power. It might be the size of the ship. Yeah. Energy. To look here. So if we ever run into any critical issues, we can turn off like the flight assist or gyros, things like that. If we ever need to save energy. Okay, so that's... Was that player menu or ship menu? Player menu. Oh, what's that? Oh, reconstruction token. Interesting. Okay. Well, that's our first ship, guys. I think that'll do it for this episode. I know it was kind of long, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. I know, please give me as much advice as you can, you know, in the comments. Otherwise I won't know if I'm doing anything right or wrong. Yeah, and if you made it this far into the video, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.